Hi friends, Krista here. Thank you so much for stopping by Books and Jams. I am so excited to share with you today the books that I hope to read during the month of June. I tried to keep my list small to give myself a little bit more wiggle room in June. So I just have 5 books to share with you today, and all of them are either group reads or buddy reads. And then I'll talk about a couple others that are on my agenda or my radar for the month. But first of all, I have my Patreon book club book for the month of June, and that is going to be Midnight at the Blackbird Cafe by Heather Weber. I'm really excited that this is the book that got picked. It just feels summery to me. I have no clue if it actually takes place in the summer. It's kind of one of those stories that takes place in a southern town. A girl has left the town. Actually, when she was really young, her mom was the one that wanted to escape, but she comes back to the town. Anna Kate is her name. She comes back to the town to bury her grandmother and take care of matters, including this cafe. There is a little touch of magic. It feels like Sarah Addison Allen to me in that it's not going to be overly magical, but the magical aspects of this are going to be very charming, from what I hope. That's the vibe that I get from this. I'm going to be reading this with my patron supporters throughout the month of June. So if you're interested in reading this along with me, my link to my Patreon is always down in the description below. I would love to have you join in, but that's for Patreon. I am going to be doing another Christian nonfiction group read, and throughout the whole month of June, we're going to be reading Gentle and Lowly by Dane Ortland. I'm really excited, again, that this is the one that got picked from the poll. This will be the 4th time that we have done a group read together, and the other 3 were all classics or modern classics, but this one was published in 2020. So I'm really excited to read a more modern voice. This just talks about the character of Jesus and who he is. At one point, Jesus says in the Bible, "I am gentle and lowly in heart," and we're going to really take a look at those words and what does that mean about his character and his love for us. So I think that'll be a really good book to read and a great discussion. I have a video announcing how it's all broken down, but there will be a live discussion about this book every Sunday throughout the month of June at 4 p.m. Eastern on Sunday afternoons. So I'm really excited about that and would love to have you join in that discussion. And then we have some buddy reads. The next 3 books are all books that I'm going to be buddy reading with other people. It will come as no surprise that I'm still making my way through the Keeper of the Lost City series. This is book 8, Legacy by Shannon Messenger. Amy from Amy's Bookish Life and I have been reading this whole series together. We kind of took May off because there's only 2 more. There's book 8 and book 8.5, but then book 9 is coming out in the fall, either October or November. I don't remember which, but we want to spread out our last 2 books so that we don't get done with them so quickly and then have to wait months and months for the next one. We want to finish a little bit closer to the time when the next one comes out. So this is book 8, Legacy. We're still going to follow Sophie and her group of friends as they fight the evil in the lost cities. It has really been a joy to me to see how many of you have also picked up this series after me raving months and months and months about it, and Amy as well. We've just really been loving it, and I'm so glad that some of you have picked it up and are also enjoying this world right along with us. One of my 5-star predictions that I'm going to be buddy reading in June is I Must Betray You by Ruta Sepetys. I'm going to be reading this with one of my patron supporters. This one is a historical fiction. It takes place in Romania during the dictator Ceausescu's reign, and the main character is recruited, I think, to be an informant on the people in his life, and how does he deal with that? And I'm really excited to read this. I have loved Ruta Sepetys in the past. Obviously, this is a 5-star prediction, so I'm very hopeful that it's going to be 5 stars. And while I'm talking about those 5-star predictions, they sit right here on my shelves, and I really want to have them all done by August. So hopefully throughout the month of July, you will see me pick up some of these as well. I'll just show them to you real quick. So I have Jefferson's Sons by Kimberly Brubaker Bradley, The 100 Lives of Lenny and Margot by Marion Cronin, The Rose Code by Kate Quinn, and The London House by Catherine Ray. So I will probably read one or more of those as well, but I know that I'm buddy reading this one with Maria, so I'm looking forward to that. And then the last book that I'm going to be buddy reading is a nonfiction. I could have included this in my memoirs, I think. This is John Krakauer, and it's Under the Banner of Heaven. It's going to talk about a cult and how what a woman and her infant daughter were murdered by two brothers who believed that they were ordered to kill by God. The roots of their crime lie deep in the history of an American religion practiced by millions. So I'm really excited to read this. I'm excited to have a nonfiction. I have 2 nonfiction actually in June, so that's going to be good. But then the other books that are on my radar for June are books that were Patron Picks. 2 of them I don't own. So I have The Wrong Family. I forget who even that's by. That was May's pick for me to read in the month of June. And I have Before the Coffee Gets Cold. I also don't know who that one is by. That was my pick that I was supposed to read in May. But also in May, I was going to read Hamnet, and May's not over. I may still get to this before the end of the month, but this is going on my June TBR if I don't finish it in May because it was one of my patron picks. I'm not sure what Hamnet or any of those other 2 patron pick books are about. I think The Wrong Family is a bit of a mystery, possibly thriller. Before the Coffee Gets Cold, I think has some time travel. It's a very, very slim novel, but it's about this coffee shop, and there's one chair in the coffee shop where you can go back to any time in your life, but it has to be like at the coffee shop, or the person that you see has to have been in the coffee shop, or there are some stipulations about it, but it involves a little bit of time travel. And then I think this is about Shakespeare's son, whose name is Hamnet. I'm not sure. But those are the 3 patron picks for the month. But these 5 are my definite stack for June. I'm definitely going to be reading all of these, and hopefully a handful of the others that I've showed you as well. And who knows what else might strike my fancy on an audiobook, or I might hear somebody talk about a book, or I might join in somebody else's buddy read, whatever. You never quite know what you're going to see in a wrap up at the end of the month, but you will definitely see Midnight at the Blackbird Cafe. Join my Patreon if you're interested, and you will definitely see Gentle and Lowly since I'm going to be doing lives on this channel. So I would love to chat with you. What are you most excited to read in the month of June? Have you read any of these? Are you planning on picking up any of these books? Let me know. I'm not scheduling any more buddy reads in June just because I feel like 3 buddy reads and 2 group reads is enough. But if you're interested in reading any of these, let me know and we'll see what we can do. I mean, who knows? But I am looking forward to all of these books, and I think June is going to be a really good reading month. And that is going to be it for today. Here's my stack one more time. Dun, 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 dun. All right, let's chat down in the comments below. You guys know I always love talking with you down there. Thank you so much for your support of my channel and for taking the time to watch today. I really appreciate all the comments and all the watch time and all the likes and all the things. You are the reason I still do this. So thank you. I appreciate you. And I look forward to talking with you in another video very soon. Bye.